So the community of CSOs come to ElectroChem just to stand as the voice of the societies, so that we can look at the relationship between ElectroChem and the community of Ada, and see the way forward how we can be able to bridge the gap, so that we can be able to look at how the Ada community can be developed beyond just looking at ElectroChem, but we are looking at Ada community and Ghana as a whole. So far the meeting has been so successful. It has been the engagement among the CSOs, which Groom Young Africa Network is really projecting the voice of the community, youths especially, so that we understand that there is so much more to the fight, but we should be able to look at the bigger picture, to the growth of the community of Ada and the surroundings, so that the ElectroChem can be able to grow in a bigger form when it comes to the investment in the infrastructures and putting the community in good shape.
Yes. And then the Ionia, where we came from. Okay, another pump station there.
So this is like a natural, God giving you natural
It's a God
material.
given. No, we use machines. We've done it for years. So you go to a few hours, the following.
I think today's deliberation has been historic for me for one fundamental reason. You have a private company that has seen its public responsibility worthy enough to invite the representatives of the public, i.e. civil society, to deliberate with it in its operations. ElectroChem is delighted for this opportunity and intends to advance its business objective to the ultimate, for the betterment of its shareholders and also the collective benefit of a country for which it is a citizen. In this respect, let me pay glowing tribute to MIF. MIF has been a major partner of this enterprise, and they have played their role up to this point, continue to represent in the corporate deliberations and the governance processes of the company. MIF is the major investor outside of the private investor himself. And as a partner, ElectroChem is not only delighted but also quite excited at the partnership with MIF. ElectroChem looks forward to the growth of this partnership and to engage with the entity in areas that it may have concerns going forward, because ElectroChem believes in the collective benefits of the enterprise when it grows and matures. And so we'll have to swim together so we do not sink together. There are community relations that the company had experienced over the years, but I'm happy to report that for so many months now, these community relation tensions have been watered down and significantly dealt with. The presence of the traditional leadership led by Nene himself, indeed representing his overlord, is a testament to the support the company enjoys in the catchment area of its operations. These traditional leaders represent their people, and they have the best of interest. They have the best interest of the people at their, on their hearts. And their presence here today speaks to the fact that they recognize the greater good. It is not uncommon that whenever a mining company enters a community, there are tensions. And the reason is because there's often the perception that there is an evolving change of ownership. And so those who thought they were the traditional owners or the usual owners, they often will fight whoever is coming in and is seen as the usurper. ElectroChem is not a usurper. ElectroChem is here to help Adan leverage on a traditional resource that they've had for centuries, so that by the presence of salt in the Songo, the wealth of the people of Adan can be unleashed for the betterment of all. And I'm delighted that today our conversation has testified to that. I would like to thank again profusely. And because sea never dries, so shall the prospect and fortunes of ElectroChem never dry. Which means the enterprise of ElectroChem cannot be a bad enterprise. And which means for both the project founder and for investors, ElectroChem cannot be a bad proposition. I am confident and I'm assured that given what we've witnessed this morning, asking you to, you asking to come to visit us, and you've come and you've asked me a lot of questions, I'm confident that the assurance has been given, and that we would all be rest assured that as things continue to be put together and as we work around challenges and difficulties for a company which is still just around half a decade old, there are prospects, and the real moments of harvest lies ahead of us. And I would just hope that as collective partners in this, you as the public partner, but ElectroChem as the private owner of its business, will continue working hand in hand until the day of glory, when indeed government's investments together with the private equity investor, we shall have a collective benefits of what the enterprise is about. And then for all others who share in that commonwealth, including employees, including managers, including community people in the community area, including off-takers and other people in the value chain, everybody shall have the wealth benefits that may be conferred through ElectroChem. So once again, I would like to...
Fruitful discussion between ElectroChem and the community leaders, a representative of the Paramount Chief and all CSOs that were here present from the minerals and mining sector. We have had a very fruitful discussion. We've seen that, yes, ElectroChem is on course with their production, and we have heard about their operations and how they are looking forward to, maybe in the next 10 years, expanding their operations. The community looks like having some other very nice alternative plans that they've also put to the table. I think a further discussion between the CSOs, ElectroChem, MIF, and other partners and stakeholders who have supported the project would give us a very good and clear roadmap that will help the expansion of the salt project in the basin over here. I think it stands out as one of the world's best ponds for salt production, and alongside countries like Brazil, they can serve the world with good salt. In Africa, I think it stands as the best quality salt from Songo.
I'm the divisional chief of the Bobiara clan of Adam. You spoke about agitations and all those that are happening. I mean, the fight, the noise, and demonstrations, which I think are unnecessary at this stage when it comes to this project. I think that there's one thing we need to know, that peace and sustainability, when it comes to projects like this one, is very important to every community, and Ada is not an exception. I think that we need to come to the table with the youth, or the youth need to actually come to us so that we can sit around the table and have discussions, the best way forward, so we can have win-win situation for this project. I think that the best way to go is to sit and have discussions.